talking about. Comic-Con! Here we are. All right, thanks you guys. That's a great welcome. Wow. This is our fifth year at Comic-Con. I want to hear a shout out for how many of you guys have been here 5 years in a row. That's some serious fandom. Okay. I am now going to introduce you to our illustrious panel. I have to stand over here. I've been told to stand over here. I've never done this before. Okay. You know him from his restless leg syndrome infomercial. Please give a warm welcome for Corbin Burnson! Yes, that restless leg gets him out of bed early in the morning. He will thank you. He will tell you. The next gentleman will tell you that this show was all of his idea. Please put your hands together, Chris Hensey! Hold on. Confusion. We love confusion. Corbin is going to sit for this entire panel.
This is a really bad way to tell you that you're off the show.
Can we hear a little "oh" for Corbin? Poor Corbin. Perhaps if we all put our hands together and clap, we'll make him feel better. She stole America's heart and $13 from my wallet backstage. Krista Nelson!
Yes. Hi.
That's it. Yeah, you can clap. Yeah, you can scream. You can clap. All right, he will tell you that he is the most talented member of the cast, Tim Amundsen. Trained by Ben Kingsley at the Royal Shakespeare Company. Yes. The man who made you pine for pineapples. A giant in comedy, and I do mean a giant, Steve Franks! She only showed up to meet the cast of Doctor Who, Kelly Kolchak! Yes, we like to take care of our cast. The Dog Whisperer has nothing on this next person. Please put your hands together for Maggie Lawson. The man who actually tweets footage of himself sleeping. Julian! Some of you know him as James. Some of you may even know him as Jim. Even more as Jimmy. But we like to call him Jaime. James Roday, get out here! Okay, behind me are the most talented people in television comedy history. In front of me, the most intelligent, loyal viewers in television history. Let's get ready to rumble! All right, quick note from the producers. Before we begin, we want to arm you with the official Twitter hashtag, which is Psych, SDCC. Make a note of it. Make sure you use this to tag your tweets, your posts, and photos of yourselves doing strange things. Speaking of, Jaime.
Yes, that's my name in Spanish, yes.
All of the cast is on Twitter.
Yeah.
All of your fans are on Twitter. Do you guys want to see Jaime go on Twitter? Wait, no. Do you guys want to see Jaime go on Twitter? Jaime, I think they want you to start tweeting.
I've given this a lot of thought, you guys, and I think it's pretty incorrigible that I made you wait this long. It's not about love. There's plenty of love. It was just about me being afraid.
And being a Twitterless buster.
But you know what? I don't want to be afraid anymore, so why don't we go ahead and get this started once and for all?
Yeah. What is he going to say? What do you guys want to hear him write? Suck it? All right. Let's hear a cheer for Suck It. What else? What else would you like to? Let's want to hear cheer for.
Son? It's done. I
It's
tweeted.
done. Here it is. The first tweet. Can we see it? Did it come up already? What did he say? Psycho, suck it! Yes! Okay, guys.
You just took my wood.
No, wait a second.
Wait a second, Steve.
I made a deal years ago that if I ever joined Twitter, that I was going to make Steve Franks join with me, and he said he would do that, and I'm now going to hold him to his word. Are you going to be man enough? All 9.5 feet of you. Are you going to be man enough to tweet with me?
Yeah! Yes!
I'm in.
Here we go.
Frightening, I don't know what I'm doing. It's very exciting. And it'll be fun to see how many more Twitter followers James gets within the hour.
Sure.
It'll be like 93,000 to 12.
Hang on, we're tweeting. Just give us a sec. Hang on.
I just want to show for the record, I'm the only one up here who's not tweeting right now.
That's a first,
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
there you are. Hi.
Okay, did he tweet?
Oh, hi.
Doing it.
Right now?
I think so, probably not, but maybe.
Okay, at the end of this event, we're going to find out who got the most followers. Should be interesting.
I'm counting on you, San Diego. Come on, help me out.
Yeah. Did he tweet? Are we done? We're good?
Yeah, we're
Keep it
good.
moving.
Wait a minute, Steve.
What happened?
You just got a follower in Guam who has 2 followers. Yeah! Okay, question for the panel. Guys, if they made a Psych movie and recast all of the roles, I know. I didn't write these. Who would be your choice to play you?
Oh, wow.
Well, I got the first answer. For me, it would have to be Deanna Richmond, who is the real Bud.
All right, that's good. I'd probably have to say Alicia Silverstone and just make it really weird. Who are you, James?
Who am I? How about this? How about Alan Alda?
Tim.
Hal Holbrook.
Brad Pitt?
No, Hal Holbrook. But Hal Holbrook now. I like the young.
Brad Pitt would be too on the nose.
Brad Pitt would be too.
I mean, come on, I could go Clooney, I could go Hugh Jackman, but it's just boring. Right now. I want to see Hal Holbrook's abs.
Corbin.
I'm going to go with David Soul.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Kelly.
But the only one that comes up is Angela Lansbury. And
I buy that.
and I think it's a step up.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Good
So I'm
choice.
going with that one.
Interesting choice, Kristen. Oh,
Well, that was me.
No one's playing you. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Kelly. I beg your pardon. Okay, here we go. Now, I've got a question for Maggie, actually. Maggie, where are we taking Sean and Juliet in season 8?
Nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody's interested in what's happening with Schulz. Season 8. Well, it's we've been together a while, so there are gonna be some twists and turns. Yes.
Yes?
I think the fans will be happy. But yes, we go on a journey. Season 8.
Awesome. A
Especially
journey.
when it goes from Schulz to Shaft. Are we allowed to talk about that? I thought that was like one of those things they said don't mention. Whoops.
Lines are going
So, yeah.
I mean, it was enough 8 years working together this closely.
Yeah.
These partners have to.
Well, we want to give the psychos what they want, right? So, I really don't think they want that. Anyway.
Okay, there you have it. Kirsten,
Yes.
Tim, Corbin, this is a question for you guys. Unfortunately, I never got to do any scenes with you guys. It really bums me out. And I'm hoping I get a chance to do that. But I'd like each of you to reveal to us all something personal about yourselves that none of us know. Deeply personal.
Oh God. Wow.
Stuff you only tell your psychiatrist.
Can I just avoid that question and go back to the last one? Because I've been doing some recasting and David Soul wasn't available. I want to go for Jack Nicholson just to hear him say, Sean, you can't handle the truth!
I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I cry a lot. I'm okay with it. I'm man enough to admit that sometimes, a picture of a bunny or a kitten will make me cry.
Do you know how many pictures you're gonna get now?
All the time.
Kitten pictures, baby bunnies.
Kirsten?
If I wasn't
Do
acting,
not mention that thing.
I won't. It stayed in the leaves. It's fine. And I got the shot. I think if I weren't acting, maybe I would be a CPA. I think I'm very boring that way. And I like numbers. 22.
The secret about you, not what you would do if you
I know, but that's a secret about me that maybe you didn't know. Did you know that?
But she's actually quite smart and good with numbers.
I'm very good with numbers.
All right, Corbin, let's hear yours then.
There you go, CPA. All right, Corbin.
That's a secret.
Something deeply personal that you've kept hidden for all these years that you want to share with your fans in front of all these people live.
I'm very afraid of most things.
You suffer from arachnophobia?
All phobias.
Fear of open spaces, fear of closed spaces.
Fear of not having your name at the end of the table, such as fear on this earth.
Very good. Very good. All right. Jaime,
That's me. That's my name in Spanish.
if your character were creating a mixtape for a road trip, what would that sound like?
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There'd be a lot of 80s synth. New wave
Are we
songs.
talking Kajagoogoo? Or
There might be some Kajagoogoo. I might even throw Limal's solo effort, The Never Ending Story, on there. There'd be some Cure, there'd be Depeche Mode, there'd be plenty of Tears for Fears.
Here's a question: would the Deceptively Heavy album be on there?
I might steal a song off Kurt Smith's new solo album, Deceptively Heavy. Yeah, that's available on iTunes. Sure.
You're welcome, Kurt.
That's right.
Dulé. 7 seasons of Gus nicknames, 10 seconds, many as you can't go.
Oh wow! Lavender Goons. Gus Silly Pants Jackson. You gotta help me out, Psych.
Help us out, help us out.
Valacio del Toro. MC, clap your hands. Bad news. What's that? What's bad news? Bad news, Marvin Brown. I have bad news. What else?
Gee, Buttersnaps.
G. Buttersnaps.
Buttersnaps.
This is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. I need to get off
That's
this.
the point, dude.
I need to go home.
All right. Steve Franks, question. It has been revealed that there are 2 additional episodes for season 8. You want to share something about that with us all?
Well, as you know, we...
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear it. 2 additional episodes. Come on. It's just for you.
I'm going to take my glasses off right now, so when I inevitably look myself up on Google and click images, there's going to be one picture of me without glasses. There we go, right there. We have 2 more episodes, and as you know, we generated a fan vote to see which are the ones you guys wanted to see. And I think it really isn't my place to announce what the winner is of that, but to announce somebody here who could give us that information. Perhaps it's even Jeff Wattel, the king of all television, the man we're all here because of, to tell us the winner of the Psych vote.
Put your hands together, Jeff Wattel. For President USA Network.
Clap for that man like the
There are 2 reasons that Psych has become the classic, monster, best ever comedy with dead body series of all time. First, the crazy visionaries who make this show and make it great up there. Let's hear it for them. And number 2, all of you. You are the greatest fans in the world. We are so lucky.
Yeah.
As you know, you guys got to choose an episode for us to shoot, and by overwhelming majority, the winner is... Drum roll, please, do it. Green Therapy! Got their brand new title, Nightmare on Sixth Street. Thank you. Back to you, Cary.
Thank you. Let's hear it from Jeff Wattel.
Cary Elwes. I have a feeling with Nightmare on State Street, there's going to be a lot of...
I swear to God, working with you, hearing you do that scream, every time I hear you do it, gets me every single time. These guys, working with you guys, I gotta tell you, working with these guys, honestly, is the most fun that any one individual could ever have. The busting up we have on the set is insane. There was a day when I was working with these guys on this last episode I did, where literally, I just showed up right out of the makeup chair, came to my mark, they lined me up for the shot. Each of us made eye contact. James, myself, Dulé. Not even a word spoken. It started. And Steve had to separate us all and go, look, guys, we really need to get the shot. And I just couldn't look at them. And they know what they're doing. They know want it to end. They just kept staring me down and giggling and laughing. And then, all right. I heard there was a screening last night of a musical. Is that right? How many of you guys went to see that? Let me hear it. All right. How many of you missed it? Oh, I know. All right. Okay, so for you guys who missed it, what do you say we try and get James and Dule to do a little number? You guys want to hear a little number?
Oh.
These are on.
Should we stand up a little bit? Oh, yeah.
Straight from the Psych musical.
Here we go. Should we go around front real quick? Should we go around front?
Come on down front, guys. Come on.
I do what I have to for the common good. It's misunderstood, but I come clean if he only could. But I can't. You mean you won't? It's a sin. Not even close. Define implied. You don't know. Yes, I know, and I really don't care. Someone's bound to expose funny business we're conducting. Would you please stop interrupting? All I know is just me, always cleaning up the mess. While your hair is the credit, getting people to confess. Why moisturize on the scent of upper skies?
Come on, you can do better than that. How was that? All right, for those of you who missed it, and if that wasn't enough, here's a little sneak peek at the eagerly awaited Psych, the musical. Stand up and take a bow, please. Take a bow.
That's so weird, Cary.
I want to make it weird. This is a show called Psych, is it not? Okay. Steve, this is a question all the way from Vatican City from His Holiness Pope Francis I. Mr. Franks, why did it take you so long to finally do a musical?
Well, first of all, you've got to get it right. Secondly, it was one of those things where it was the pilot, the end of the pilot, we started talking about doing a musical, and I didn't realize I wasn't going to have enough free time to do it until about the end of season 7. So these guys have been very kind to me the last day and a half of saying very nice things about me. But this musical lives and dies with the talent of these people right here who blew me away every single day.
Let's hear it for the cast. Let's hear it for these guys. Have you wanted to do a musical for a long time? You guys have been planning this for a while, or is it just something spontaneous you came up with? Did Dule push it? What was behind it?
Why's it gotta be me, Cary? Why's it gotta be me?
Because you sing and dance like nobody else I know. Am I right, guys? Come on.
I don't really know a lot of people though, Cary, so that's, you know.
It's true. No, how did it come about?
Well, I mean, you know, the thing is, I knew Dule could do it. I knew Maggie had a musical background. James I'd heard sing when we shower together sometimes. Oh, it's totally platonic, and what's weird about that. But you know, what really blew me away is the rest of the cast who, you know, sometimes, Cary, I don't know if you're familiar with this, actors will lie. And they all say, oh yeah, I can sing.
Sure.
And it was unbelievable. We went
No, on my CV it says I can rollerblade. It's crazy.
I'm just saying, how about Tim's baritone voice though?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
So guys, do you think this musical should go to Broadway? Wait. Do you think this musical should go to Broadway? Mr. Rattel, are you listening?
You know, Cary, in the first meeting when we were pitching the idea to the network, I said, I want to write this musical, and I want to make it tailor-made to go directly to Broadway. And one of the executives, I won't say which one, went,
Oh, I think that was Kelly Kolchak, right?
hey, how about a little love for Kelly Kolchak here?
Yeah, love for Kelly. No, love for Kelly. some questions from you guys, because you've all been very patient, and here we go.
On behalf of the fans, thank you for making Psych the musical. My question for you is, and also welcome back to Common, fifth year in a row, awesome. I would like to know, if you had a favorite prop from the set that you would like to take home, what would it be?
Well, I know what my prop would be. I would like to bring my chief badge home. And it would find a place. So that's what I want to keep.
I would like to take Lassiter's Colt 1911.
Calm down, George.
Unfortunately, they do not care for people crossing the borders with stolen weapons. So I think that will have to stay in
They
Canada.
don't? I would probably have to go with...
I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry. I have a medical condition.
I thought you were going to tell us during that personal question.
Well, fine, that's my dirty secret. I have irritable bowel syndrome. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your irritable bowel syndrome with us, Tim.
You were saying?
Next question.
I don't remember what I was saying now. After that. What? What did you take? I would take my detective, Juliet O'Hara, tag from
Nameplate.
my dad.
Your name tag.
My nameplate, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, my nameplate. Yeah.
I think I would probably hold on to the original Winky Cutter, who was a frog, whose eyes shot out of his head. Although I think one of them is pretty much toast at this point.
I would take the blueberry. I don't know how I would do it, but I would definitely take the blueberry.
In pieces.
If I could, I'd like to take Corbin Burnson home.
That can be arranged.
I have a chair that they misspelled. It was supposed to say executive producer, and it says executive producer. I would take that with,
Because she's really cute.
or because I execute.
It really set the tone.
Yes, you do, Kelly. Yes, you do.
I'd take the Psych office.
The
whole thing.
whole thing? Yeah, there's a foosball table in there.
It would increase my property value by, I don't know.
Corbin Burnson. There's so much awesome stuff.
Look, this shows you how unaware I am on my set. There's a moose head, right? Over the fireplace, or is that at the real location and we take it down to put up a sailfish?
That's the real location.
That's the real one.
I want the moose head from the fake location. Or from that man's house we've abused for 8 years.
Thank you for the question.
Well, I would like to take you all home with me. But
That
I
can
get to
also
do
be.
that when I switch on the TV show and I'm reminded of how great Psych is. Yeah. Okay, next question.
Why are you guys laughing?
My name's Waldo, and my question is, where are you? Well, I've been looking for you. Anyway, I was wondering if we're going to see any more of Badass Sean this season?
Badass.
Yeah.
When is he not?
Not really. He's always
You
been.
know what? I think we actually get Badass Gus this season.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Which for me was far more satisfying.
Is there that like Spider-Man doing Waldo for Halloween?
Just saying.
Awesome. Okay, next question. Thank you, Waldo.
Question for Steve. I know you guys did the Clue episode, the musical episode just recently. Are you guys, or is there another theme episode that you have this season?
Oh, sorry. I'm too excited about that question.
Well, I don't know the answer that Kelly's expecting. We have not touched Harry Potter. We've never gone to London. We've never done a Guy Ritchie gangster movie. So why not take those three delicious elements, roll them into one, and add a sprinkling of Cary Elwes. We're calling Lock, Stock, Some Smoking Barrels, and Burton Guster's Goblet of Fire.
Gus in Gryffindor robes. Gus in Gryffindor robes.
Pretty cool.
Wow, Kelly. Yeah, that's right. Okay, bring it. Got it.
There was one other fairly high concept theme episode that we pulled out of our hats this season, and that's that for the first time in television history, you guys, that goes all the way back to like the early 70s, right? We remade one of our own episodes.
Never been done in the medium of the television before.
We chose an episode from early in the series that we thought was bristling with potential, but perhaps wasn't fully realized, and remade the damn thing. And we recast it with basically like a slate of Psych all-stars, just characters that we think you guys probably loved over the course of the last 8 years. And we plugged them all into this thing, and Andy Berman wrote it and directed it, and it's coming your way. Andy Berman's in the house, by the way. Check under your seats. He's out there somewhere.
Right there, stay there.
There he is! Andy Berman!
Where are you?
You know who else is here? Tim Meltrigger, Kel Cahoon, Saladin Patterson.
Yeah.
Todd Hartman is
Let's hear stand up. Come on, guys. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. I say wave your hands to let yourselves know. Give them a nice roll of the hand. Come on, guys. Yeah.
In our social sector, people like Dan Carter, Brittany Hilgers, Rachel Paradise.
Are they all here?
They're all here.
They're all here. Let's hear them.
They're all
Come on,
here.
guys. Stand up. Make yourselves known. Stand up. Acknowledge these guys. Right on. All right. Next question, please.
Hi, I'm Allegra. Thank you for a delightful evening last night. It was the best.
Hey, thank you for clearing up my allergies. It's really nice. Allegra, come on! You guys watch infomercials, you should know.
Steve Franks, ladies and gentlemen.
God, I thought that was gonna kill. I'm so proud of it coming out of my mouth. I'm sorry, Allegra.
Rode, I have a question about you and your collaboration with Janice Whaley on the Tears for Fears. How did that all come about? And I made your pillow. Saladin has it, so make sure you pick it up.
Thank you so much. For those of you who don't know, Janice Whaley is an incredibly talented singer-songwriter who covered every Smith song ever written, called it the Smiths Project, and she did the whole thing without instrumentation. It's just her voice. She sort of specializes in a cappella. And I had, by sheer happenstance, come across her back when I was in college. We both had songs on the same sort of tribute album to a band called The Sundays. And when I heard about her Smiths Project, I reached out to her and we reconnected, and I caught up with what she was doing. And then Kurt Smith, friend of our show and all of you, I said, you gotta meet this girl. What she's doing is really cool, and I've never seen anything quite like it before. And then they collaborated on a project together, and because all of that goodwill came together, she and I decided to cover a Tears for Fears song and present it to Kurt as a birthday present, which we did. And it's a song called Ideas as Opiates, which is off the first Tears for Fears album, The Hurting. That's how that happened.
Next question, please.
As you wish.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you guys. We're awesome. My question is though, how
Pineapple, I don't.
Yeah.
Not sure I understand the question. Who wants to take this down in the first row? Google it.
All right, come on, Steve. The pineapple. Let's hear it. Where did the pineapple come from?
Wait, Georgia can answer.
Yes.
Improv by Rode in the pilot.
Because improv by Rode in the pilot.
Correct.
Improv by Rode in the pilot. There you go.
Prop, set prop, improv, funny. It caught on.
Yeah, that's it.
Like
What's the international welcome fruit?
Delicious.
And it's delicious.
Delicious.
Sometimes tangy.
And great in any language. Ananas. Right? That's French for pineapple, I know. Okay, next question.
Hi, I'm Amy.
Hello.
Hi, Amy.
I'm just wondering, is McNabb really fired? Are we going to see any more of him?
Buzz McNabb.
Did you see enough of him in those chaps?
AKA Morning Wood.
Officer McNabb is not done on Psych.
Awesome. Next question.
Hi, my name is Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello, Rachel.
We know Rachel.
My question was, why in the first season the Psych logo went from blue to green?
Good question.
That's a good question.
I think that was a network choice. We started blue because, I don't know, there was something about water and Santa Barbara and it just...
And it matched my eyes.
And Steve has a really good friend who kind of had created that logo for us, and he created it in blue and we liked it. And then at some point, I think the network did it in green for something, and it stuck. And they loved it, and so it became Psych Green.
Psych Green.
And now I think we're official, like if you go to Vista Paint, you can get Psych Green.
No. Oh, no. I so wanted that to be true. I'm going to reach out to the Vista Paint people and ask them to create a Psych Green. I think I have 7 followers now. I don't know how to check.
Okay.
Dave says 3,500,000.
Hi, so my name is Mark, and my question is for Ms. Nelson. My sister's name is actually spelled the same way, and I was just wondering how you pronounce it.
Interesting.
Yes, and it's been debated even on our set.
Nelson.
Like 8 years later, she's a hot Nelson. I'm Kier, like an ear. So I'm Kirsten. There's still people who've been working with us for 8 years and never said it right. Yeah.
Well,
she's all right.
There should be an E in there, right?
There is no E in there. It's
You look at it and you want to say Kirsten.
You want to say Kirsten?
It's like a Kier, like the Kier. It's like a Kier Royale.
One of my favorite things to do is when one of our veteran crew or someone on our show mispronounces her name for the 7,000th time. I like to stand right back and go, we're Kirsten. We're Kirsten. Kirsten.
Hey, Kirsten, I thought it was Kristen.
Oh my God.
You are dyslexic, though.
That's why you got no name tag.
Hey, can we speak about, while we're on the subject of Kirsten Nelson, do y'all know that she directed the crap out of one of our episodes this year?
Yes. Kirsten, can you tell us a little bit about that experience for you?
How was it working with me?
It was great. It was great, but I don't know. Did I do okay?
She
She's gonna be
did
shy. She
an
was
amazing
Unbelievable,
job.
yeah.
Kelly, you said something the other day.
Yeah, she made everyone cry at dailies.
Because she's mean.
The scene were so packed with emotion, and she just knocked it out of the park with these incredible shots, and everything just sort of took your breath away. And it was a really, really complicated, hard episode, and she just came to play.
But we don't need to overhype it for
We're
the
so
network.
proud.
The network hasn't seen it
No,
yet.
it doesn't matter. They're gonna love
But
it. So
you will
proud.
laugh, you will cry.
But the
You will
deal
hire.
with being able to direct my friends. And James has already been there, and Steve's already been there. So we've had this wonderful opportunity to direct these wonderfully talented people. And this episode is going to blow your mind because it's hard. It was a hard episode, but it's so joyful, and there were many tears, and there was laughter as well. And it's a love song. It's a love song to Psych.
But really, watching you do it, it's like you've always done it. It was lovely for all of us, for your friends who work with you all these years, to watch you do it. It was so gratifying for us to go, wow, she's really, like, day one, knocking it out of the park. So.
That's because I'm
We're very proud of you, Kirsten. Next question, please.
Hey, oh my gosh.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
The youngest Psych fan.
You don't get cry.
My name is Natalie.
Hi.
And my question is, my family and I like to watch Psych, and we do second competitions. Can you give me your guys' seconds?
Wait. Natalie. Only if you will give us yours.
Yours. Yeah, let's hear yours, Natalie.
Second.
You gotta beat that. Here we go. Are we gonna go down the road from?
I think James and Dulé can probably cover the suck-its.
Suck it! Man, you suck it. You suck it. You suck it. 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 Suck it.
Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you. All right, next question.
I like yours better, Natalie.
My name's McKinley, and I've been wondering, how come Gus has been so hungry this season?
That is a good question. That's a very good question. I think, Gus has a fast metabolism, you know what I mean? So he's stuff aside there, and Sean has him running all over the place. And when you're scared, you use up a lot of energy, so you gotta keep feeding yourself. And he's just greedy.
Is that new this season, or is that?
I think it's just grown over the years.
It's also an extension of real life. This man always has a sandwich in his hand.
My God.
I do not know how he stays so.
No, what I eat now though on set, now I don't have a PB&J anymore. Now I have this snack called Berman's Nuts. It's delicious though. Berman's Nuts are delicious, I'm telling you.
And every time I see Dulé with a bowl of Berman's Nuts, I have to say, excuse me, can you guys me to get, I'll take a small portion of Berman's Nuts.
Berman's Nuts.
It goes on all day.
It's cashew.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's apple, banana, almonds, cashews, raisins, and honey.
And sometimes cherries and blueberries.
Sometimes cherries and blueberries. It's delicious. Try it, I'm telling you. That, along with the espresso from the camera truck, is a perfect snack throughout the day.
Dulé has
No
it
more
really
PB&J,
hard.
so now, suck it, Jalil. You can't take my sandwich anymore.
I think there's also a distinction between food and liking free food.
Yes.
And if you don't believe, ask Saladin Patterson if you're confused about that, because Saladin loves him some free food as well.
Awesome. Okay, next question, please.
But please, I'm sorry though, you'll have to try Berman's Nuts though. Let me know.
If you come away with one thing from this panel today, it's Berman's Nuts. Okay? The point across. All right. Okay.
And then you can tweet Andy Berman and let him know how good his nuts taste.
You get one of those small.
They may not be as firm as they were a couple years ago.
Now, see, I'm talking about Berman's Nuts, the food. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not talking about. I'm saying.
Just last night.
It's a
little warm.
We were talking and they were telling us how much they like the panel because we keep it so clean.
See, it says right there.
It's a family show.
Yes, it does.
We have time for one more question.
All right, here it comes.
Oh man.
Make it a good one.
Hi, my name is Sunil. First note to Kelly, Dahlia says hi, she couldn't get in the panel.
Oh, former assistant. Hi, Dahlia. Sorry, I couldn't get
And so I started watching The West Wing this year. Just in time to catch the awesome reference on the show. So when I asked Dulé some of the differences between working on a long-running dramatic series like The West Wing and a long-running comedy series like Psych.
Well, on one, I say Mr. President a lot. And on another one, I say Sean. That's the first major difference. I mean, and then of course working with Aaron Sorkin, the words of you stick to the words. He's a brilliant writer. And you stick to the words, and each moment is crafted that way. And then working on Psych with Steve and James O'Day with his great improv skills, you don't really know where it's going to go. So it's like the opposite side of the coin, but both are brilliant and wonderful experiences. I was just thankful to be a part of both.
Chris, Kelly, question for you both. Other than the 119 episodes, what has been the most unexpected surprise so far in the journey of Psych?
That's easy.
This
Those
right
guys.
here.
Yeah, you guys. You can't ever predict whether a show's going to work or not work or be successful or run 1 season or 5 seasons or 7 or 8 seasons. But you can never, ever predict what's happened out here.
When we first got to Comic-Con and they told us we were in a ballroom, Steve was like, no, there's going to be 9 people in the audience. And we kept getting so scared. And then when we walked out, you just realize you're doing a show that actually touches people and gets them excited and makes them laugh. And this is the most surprising and the most amazing. And thank you so much.
Psych fans are the greatest. Psychos are the greatest. Yeah. You know, because of that, we're calling this our wildest dream season.
Cary, yeah, real quick. I know like yesterday, those who came to the musical or came to the Ziegfeld thing, fan appreciation thing, and how excited you all are to see us. We are blown away every time we have that experience with you all. It really takes us back as a cast and as a crew. We go home and we say, wasn't that amazing? Can you believe it? So really, again, thank you all very much.
So we are calling this our wildest dream season. No dream is too wild. No surprise too impossible. It can happen anytime, anywhere, maybe even to you. You're not going home empty-handed. You are all getting t-shirts. There you go. And everyone who asks a question today will receive a copy of the New York Times bestseller, Psych Guide to Crime Fighting for the Totally Unqualified. All right, I think we have a tally that came in for who got the most followers. James, you got 6,407 followers. Steve.
Cary, let's just skip this part.
I'm afraid we can't. You have 1,270 followers. Guys, you can do better than that. Come on, let's make this Psych-NATO. Come on. Follow. Here we go. All right. A question from my agent, Steve. Will there be a Pierre Despereaux spinoff? What do you think?
It's one of the great joys of my life to get to direct this man with these two guys. And I know Jeff didn't want me to put him on the spot today, so I can't officially say that, but boy, what an idea that is, Cary.
Thank you, Steve. Well, dude, I can't tell you how, like I said before, more fun than any one person could possibly have without the assistance of any kind of medication. I gotta tell you, guys, this has been such a thrill for us all. We're so thrilled to have you all come out, and I mean, give yourselves a round of applause. Come on. This is insane. The number of people in this room. Crazy. All right. Okay. Season 8. We would like now to share with you some Emmy-worthy moments, especially for you right now. Watch the screen.
And are we going to announce the date of the musical today?
Yes. When will the musical?
We can't?
We can't.
I wish we could.
You'll have to stay tuned. Check your Twitter feed. I'm sure you'll be able to find out. Listen, guys, thank you. Give yourselves a big round of applause.